Alright, 2000 Honda Accord Strut and control arm replacement. Already took the tire off. Right here, so this is your control arm. We're going to take that nut off, knock it off. Those bolts up there come out after the strut's out. Just take that off with the strut. And it's hard to see that down there. Go this way here. This nut here, right there, and comes out this way. And then up there, those three. Alright, so got the upper ball joint split. Took out the brake line bolts. And the lower strut bolt there. Next, we gotta take off the sway bar bolts so we can push the control arm down. And I think those torsion bolts have to come out too. Almost certain. Alright, so strut's out. Where's my light? Strut's out. Split the upper ball joint from there. Hit it with a hammer, came out. Sway bar link right there. Undid that. One bolt here, these two here. Took about 10 minutes, including taking the tire off with air tools. Next up is the upper control arm. This guy here, which is a piece of cake once you have the strut out. You just undo that there and that one there, these two. It falls right out. Alright, we got that in there. Our new mount, our new upper control arm. See that? All fancy like. That's it. Moving on to the strut. So this is the new strut. I opted for the quick strut. Reason being, it's like $50 more. It comes as an assembly. You don't have to fight with a spring. And because you're just so prone to breaking springs anyway, seems like a no-brainer. All you have to do is switch this bracket over to here. And this bolt likes to break, so I recommend hitting it with some penetrating oil and letting it sit for a couple hours. Switch it over here, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. There we go, piece of cake. Two bolts on the other side up there for the upper control arm, ball joint, that comes off. To do just the strut, you just knock this ball joint off here, take that nut off, hit it here with a hammer, it'll drop. Take your sway bar off, you can see right here, take that sway bar nut off. Take this bolt off here on the bottom of the strut. And these two brake lines and the whole thing will fall out. Oh, and then the top bolts, of course, top three. This took me half an hour with the control arm. Again, I opt, in my opinion, for the quick strut. And then you get a new spring, new strut assembly, new mount. It's like $50 more. If you don't do that, use extreme caution when you're playing with this spring. If anything, I'd take it to a shop. They have the proper tools to do it. Other than that, that's it. Off to the rear. Okay, as promised, the rear struts on this Accord. There's that panel sitting here, you'll see it on your car. If you lift up on the seat, you can get to right here. There's a 10 mil nut, so if you just lift up the seat like that, you can reach there with an extension and get it. Then you use your key up there. The key. You pull down your seat. And we need to pull this up, it just pries out of there. It's just under here like that. All the way along, anyway. And then pull this one off, it's held in there too. And you can see, and behind all that plastic, is your rear mount right there, your rear strut. Do the two outside bolts and the one on the bottom and it falls right out. Okay, got my strut out. There's where it goes there. I hope yours comes out nicer than mine because my bushing was seized to my strut and it all came out as one piece. Here's where it went right there. You see in there? So I got this bolt just right there, seats folded down, pulled that back, and reached in there and got the other bolt. No problem. Two 14 mil bolts, one 17 mil down there, ripped it right out. With the exception of this guy here. That is my bushing strut. I had to cut it. Again, quick struts on the rear will be going on the rear. That's the old front one. Okay, so my camera died there. This is the rear on the Accord. Again, I opted for the quick strut because I don't want to play with the spring, for safety reasons, I guess. All it is to take it out is one bolt down there, and two right there, one there, and one just on the other side of that. That's it. Take the back seat out. You just lift this part of the seat up here, and there's a 10 mil bolt there, and then you lift this section out, this cushion, and kind of pull this back and pull that plastic thing out. That's it. Took like, well, including playing with that bushing that seized up on the other side, I've got about an hour and a half into both sides here. Not bad.